My name is Donald Urquhart and I am the Provincial Safeguarding Officer for the Scottish Episcopal Church, and I am going to speak briefly about domestic abuse in the Church and express my very firm support for the Mothers Union campaign No More 1 in 3. In my time as Safeguarding Officer, my focus has been on raising awareness across the province of the need for everyone to be safe in the Church, and this means safe from all types of abuse: physical, sexual, emotional, financial and spiritual. As I have said repeatedly over the years, safeguarding and safety is not about the protection of vulnerable group scheme or about legislation or policies. It is about what we all do to keep ourselves and others safe. The Scottish Episcopal Church's safeguarding policy seeks to make it clear that the Church does not condone abusive behaviour of any kind. Although there is nothing specific about domestic abuse, it is quite clear that domestic abuse is unacceptable in the life of the Church. I've just recently completed a series of training sessions on aspects of domestic abuse in the Church delivered by Restored, a Christian charity committed to speaking up about the realities of violence against women and girls and to equipping the Church to stand against domestic abuse and support survivors. I've also attended training delivered by Scottish Women's Aid, and in my service as a police officer in Edinburgh, I dealt with domestic abuse as an operational police officer. Thus, I do not come to this inexperienced. Of course, this is not just an issue for women as victims and survivors. We know that men too can be victims of domestic abuse, but the statistics are stark and tell their own story. More than 80% of the victims of domestic abuse are women, and the perpetrators are men, and that makes me feel extremely uncomfortable to stand up in front of church audiences as a man to discuss this subject when the statistics are so damning against men. Furthermore, where there are children in a family, the impact on children can be catastrophic and can have lifelong consequences. Many people, including many within the Church itself, find it hard to believe that domestic abuse happens to people who are part of the church community. But research conducted by Restored shows that 1 in 4 churchgoers have experienced abuse in a current relationship. Violence against women in all its forms is unacceptable, inexcusable and intolerable. The safety of women and children is paramount, and any interventions to address violence against women must reflect this. The Church can have a vital role in transforming relationships and ending violence against women, both amongst Christians and more widely in the community. But it must first accept that this is a problem that exists within the life of the Church. The campaign that the Mothers Union has embarked on is an important part of this role, and I believe that this should not be confined just to the Mothers Union members. It should involve every member of the church community. In addition, it should not be restricted to 16 days. This should be a commitment every day. I wholeheartedly endorse the campaign by the Mothers Union, and I urge you all to do the same.